What is up, guys? Heath with Lake Champlain Sanitation here, and I know it's been a while since we've made a video, but wanted to get back in touch with you guys, give you guys an update on what's been going on in our business over the last 6 to 10 months. A lot has changed. Pretty much everything has changed other than our hook lift setup here. We do have a dumpster thawing. We picked that up from a job site yesterday. I'll throw a video into that. That was a fun one in the ice and snow. We typically don't like dirt in the dumpster. It's just unnecessary weight, but customers agreed to pay for it. And like I said, this thing was freezing out in freezing cold temperatures with snow and ice for probably 3 weeks. So now we let it sit in here overnight. We got heated floors in the shop, which makes it nice. And we'll get her loaded up on the F600 and head into the dump. So the thing that stayed the same, guys, is our dumpster rental fleet. We still got a fleet of our 15-yard dumpsters, and then that one dumpster back there we built up for residential hauling. Still got the same hook lift truck, but one thing we do not have, the largest thing we do not have, some of you that follow our Facebook and Instagram haven't seen photos of it in a while, is our under CDL compactor truck. Now, we still have roughly 700 residential homes, but the reason we got rid of the truck, well, there was multiple reasons, but the truck was awesome. I have nothing bad to say about the truck. Lonnie at Under CDL, great salesman, called him when I was selling the truck. Almost bought a new F600 version of that truck, but this was more internally in my own brain of listening to other business owners. It had nothing to do with the garbage business. It had to come from more of like an internal place of where I wanted to be and where I wanted the business to go and how I wanted to grow it from here on out. And that was, I wanted to grow it with as little debt as possible, unless we had a guaranteed contract to say do $100,000 or $200,000 worth of work over the course of the year, more than we're already doing before I took on any debt. That being said, at this time, the making of this video, and I'm gonna go show you guys a couple other trucks and pieces of equipment that we did purchase, we have only $35,000 in business debt left, and then we are completely debt-free. When I had the truck, and these videos are fully transparent, I think that's one thing you guys like about the channel. If not, well, you don't have to watch the videos. But at one point, our business had $200,000 of business debt. Granted, the majority of that, well, all of it was trucks. Naturally, the trucks that we run are very expensive. But we had plenty of cash flow year round, but I was looking from a scalability standpoint. If we want to hire an employee or we want to go into maybe commercial plowing or commercial landscaping, so much money was tied up in the compactor truck. The payment was $2,400 a month. And then I had payments on 2 other vehicles. So I looked at how much I was spending, and then I looked at the customer base that was necessary for the compactor, and it made up only about 4% of our total customer base. There was no issues with not having a compactor. And in my area specifically, where it's a little bit weird where I live, up here in upstate New York, nobody small has a compactor because of the landfill being a mud pit, and it's very hard to offer recycling if you have one, unless it's a split body, because there's nowhere to single stream recycle. If that sounds foreign to you, don't worry. I've talked to probably 10 or 15 guys. What we have going on in my market is different from anywhere else that I've talked to anywhere in the country. So that being said, we're putting 20,000 miles on this compactor truck a year because we're rural. Even with route density, you're putting 18 to 20,000 miles on the truck. And I just could see the writing on the wall that that truck was going to need to be replaced. Like I said, the salt on the roads up here is horrible on any vehicle. So say 2.5 to 4 year trade cycle, depending on the maintenance we could keep up on it. And no major breakdowns. Like I said, the landfill's like driving through a mud pit. I just saw the writing on the wall that that truck was going to be very hard to justify $130,000, $40,000, $60,000 price tag every few years to make sure it was still up and mobile. So we're going to get into some of the equipment that I did purchase now. So we've got the 2024, and then we've also got our 2022, pretty much matching identical trim. They're both XL packages. As I said, this one's a 24, a little bit newer body style. And then we've got the 2022. So this whole setup here, we do have paid off. This whole setup paid off. The dump trailer for this truck paid off. And then a few bucks still left on this truck. Like I said, it's got like 400 miles on it. We just bought it. You know, both trucks have bed liners on them. And these removable sides I was telling you about are just, you know, we just put them in the stake rack pockets. And these trailers are also both 14K, 14 by 7 PJ, pretty heavy duty trailers, spare wheels and tires for both. And now both setups, guys, are completely interchangeable. So the reason, guys, that I wanted to have low debt in our company, again, if we get into a big contract or a situation where we need another hook lift truck and business is just cranking, I have no problem financing equipment again. But to get to this point in business, and we're right around $500,000 a year, guys, and I have one employee. My father was helping me part-time, and he does here and there, but it's mainly just Tyler and I still doing the whole business. So to revenue $500,000, what my main goals were for the last few months, and I haven't made any videos about it, and I probably should have, was just aggressively paying down debt, because I had to take out hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt to grow the business, get the nicer equipment, perform the jobs, and then get the equity in the equipment. Could we have grown much slower and probably been in the same spot within a couple years? Maybe, but I did it the way I did it, and here we are, with a few newer trucks, about 10 roll-off dumpsters, a couple dump trailers, and about 700 garbage customers. And we do it all with just the two of us. So main thing, we're not doing rear load dumpsters anymore. That has changed drastically because we don't have the compactor. And the compactor and truck payments, when I used to make these videos, guys, we were almost $4,000 a month in debt. And yes, we were bringing in about 40 grand a month in revenue. So it's not like it was all getting eaten up by debt. But if there was an economy downturn, if for some reason we couldn't work, someone got hurt, we had to change the business model drastically, I started really thinking about those things, especially as I get older here, 29 years old now. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have been watching for a while. How old are you guys and how long have you guys been in business? Because I know some of you guys have been long-term followers for years now. And I really appreciate that. And that's why we're doing the videos again, is a new look on 2024. We still are doing junk removal, still doing roll-offs, still picking up trash, but we got rid of rear load dumpsters, as I said. We got rid of the customers that don't want to bag their trash. We got rid of some college housing that was nasty. And all in all, it was only a few percent of our yearly revenue. And I was literally spending tens of thousands of dollars a year in debt just to basically service maybe 10 grand a year, 5 to 10 grand a year. When I really looked at the numbers, 5 to 10 grand a year of income that was only able to be done with that packer, unless you wanted to get in a nasty garbage can and clean it by hand, which we didn't want to do. So I hope this can inspire you guys a little bit. I'm going to be doing videos again, but I hope this can inspire you guys a little bit to basically just give yourself permission that it's okay to maybe take 2 steps back to make 5 steps forward. Our main thing was strictly financial. I wanted to be able to make this revenue with as little debt as possible. And if we are going to take debt, it's going to be on a building, because we still rent the part of the shop behind me. We're still at the same spot we were last year. But if we're going to take debt, it's going to be because we have practically guaranteed income through either a contract or a new client that's going to bring us a lot of work, and or we're buying a building. Other than that, guys, we're really trying to grow at the speed of cash from here on out. If we hire another team member, we want to make sure we have a good slush fund. And in my opinion, it's just a much more insured way to run your business. And if all fails and some crazy law comes down and we can't do it anymore, hey, we sell off the equipment and it's all good. I didn't run that way. You guys know, I did not run that way for the first 3-4 years of my business. I took leverage, I took risks, but it got me to where I am now. So I'm not like down talking debt by any means. I still have a little, like I said, and we're going to have it in the future, of course, but just playing the game slightly safer. And giving you guys some business strategy. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I want, you know, to provide you guys with this content. And if you guys want to connect, I've had a few of you guys still reach out. It's amazing that we're still doing coaching calls. That's what amazes me the most. I've still had people book these calls, and, you know, we do an hour-long consultation, straight up business consultation. You guys can book through a link. It's got a calendar and all that good stuff. And we break your business down to see where you can either be making more money, saving some money, marketing better, multiple things. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. A lot has changed. Pretty much everything has changed from a standpoint of the way that we picked up residential trash, to getting the whole fleet now to Fords, to buying a couple brand new dump trailers, and to, you know, potentially being able to grow a very small amount of debt business from here on out. And just want to say thanks to all you guys for subscribing, and we'll see you guys next time.